All right, this is meant as a guide for pad beginners on how they can use their stamina. First off, I want to say that PadX is a great resource for new players. You can use it to look at the daily dungeons here. You can see the next daily dungeon for the next day here. You can see all the special events going on the right here. And all the news is here. And if you want to search a dungeon, you can search it here and find out about, what monsters do what are they hit for, what are the drop rates, what are the skill up materials, all that. And if you need friends of, with certain monsters on their team, this is also a great resource right here to, let's say you needed a Shiva friend, you can go in there and try to find someone to add to your friends list. So with stamina, a lot of people make mistakes in the beginning and they just kind of blow through stamina in inefficient ways. One thing that people do, they really want to max out the level of their monsters. So they go to like Pengdras and the technical dungeons, or they do the metal dragons. Like, for example, like here, this is I think the Emerald metal dragon dungeon. And yes, those do give drops that give you a lot of EXP for your cards, but the problem is they don't give you a lot of experience for your ranking. And for that reason, people don't recommend you run those dungeons anymore because you just don't rank up. And in the beginning of the game, you should be focused on ranking up over leveling your monsters. And it's kind of hard to come to terms with that, I know, because when people get a shiny new card and they're just like, oh, I really like this card, they want to get it to level 100 as fast as possible. But the problem is you kind of want to take it slow, because ranking is way more beneficial than leveling up that monster. Ranking will do a lot of things for you. It will give you more stamina in the future. It will give you a larger friends list in the beginning. It will give you a larger team cost, which I think is the most important in the beginning, because if you have 3 really good cards, you won't even be able to use them for a long time because their cost is so high. And ranking is just so important. It also unlocks content that will really help you through the game. So yes, definitely focus on ranking up when using your stamina, even if it means that your monster cards will level at a slower rate. So prioritize when you're picking a dungeon or dungeons to grind out. Prioritize the ones that have high experience values. When trying to rank up, I recommend up to rank 90, you grind out Tower of Giants, the middle level, Dragons in the Tower, especially on the weekend when it's 3 stamina. You can run that over and over again until you hit rank 90. Once you get to that rank, then you can move up to the tier 5 normal dungeons, and you can do the middle level, the 3rd level, and you can get up to, I think, rank 150 or so. I'm not exactly sure, but at some point it'll start slowing down a little bit, and then you want to try to build up a team for Starlight Sanctuary, the last stage, which will get you past rank 300, I believe. So, definitely focus on ranking up. And while doing those dungeons, you will get other things. You'll get plus eggs. You'll get fodder that you can feed your monsters that will rank them up. That will level them up. And it's much better than just running the metal dungeons every day. It's a mistake I made for a long time. I run these metal dungeons, and I use all my stamina in 2 battles, or 2 dungeons, whatever we want to call it. And then I wouldn't be able to play for the rest of the day, and I'm stuck at the same rank all day, and I barely went anywhere. So definitely don't do that. Also, collab dungeons are tempting sometimes, because, they got, cool, whatever, Final Fantasy cards or something. That's something that got me, but ends up not ranking you up super fast. I mean, of course, the highest level of the collabs give okay EXP sometimes, but as a beginning player, you're not going to be able to play those, so it's just better to stay away from them. So focus your stamina on ranking up. The other two things you should be focusing on with your stamina are skilling up your monsters. Now, skilling up is different than leveling up. Leveling up is leveling up your cards and getting higher stats. Skilling up is using a monster with the same skill to increase your skill level, and that will give it one less turn to use that skill. So, for example, if there's a monster that changes hearts to fire, and he takes 10 turns to have that skill, if he's skilled up 5 times, then it'll be a 5-turn cooldown instead of a 10-turn cooldown. And that really makes a difference in the game because a lot of teams are geared towards having specific orbs on the board, and you want to have a lower cooldown to change those orbs so you don't get trolled in the first floor and die. There's nothing more frustrating than hitting the first floor of a dungeon and dying because you've got the wrong orbs. So you always want to have control of the RNG, have those skills ready. So skilling up is very, very important in this game. More important than leveling up. Leveling up will happen. You will level up eventually. And just from getting materials and doing things normally and ranking up, you will get stuff that will level you up. So instead, focus your stamina on skilling up. So skill up, rank up. Third thing you need to do is get those stones. Get those free stones. If you know you can beat a whole special dungeon, like for example, this Experience of a Lifetime is 30 stamina, I believe, and it's one battle, and it's very easy. Even beginners can beat it. So you clear that, you get a free stone. But like this, Dark Insect Dragon has I think a mythical level or legend level. So newer players wouldn't be able to beat that top tier level, and you wouldn't be able to get the stone. So it doesn't, let me show you. It doesn't make much sense to even run any of these unless you could beat mythical. So only run a special dungeon unless you can beat the top tier, because you will only get a stone if you beat all 5. So when you are confident you can get a stone from a special dungeon or a normal dungeon, then go for it. Get that free stone. Use your stamina to get that stone because it's really worth it. You really need all the stones you can get. So focus your stamina on free stones, skilling up, and of course ranking up. And if you focus on that, then you'll go far. You'll rank up fast, and you'll have access to great teams. And you'll be collecting stones, you'll be skilling up, and you'll have some really powerful monsters.